Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to give you a word of encouragement today. For those of you that have received a word from the Lord, you have received a promise from the Lord, you have received something from the Lord that you are still waiting on. In my study this morning, I was studying Genesis, and God had promised Abraham and Sarah a son, and they have been waiting for a long time. And in this promise, because this was the second time that God had visited Abraham and Sarah and promised them this, and in this promise, Sarah laughed. And God asked Abraham, why did she laugh? Is there anything too hard for me to do? And then he says, I will come back at the appointed time. So much in that. But the one thing I want to focus on is the appointed time. But before I get to that, just really quickly, I want to say to you that people might laugh at your promise. You might even laugh at your promise sometimes, but God has an appointed time. An appointed time literally means that something was already decided beforehand. That's the good part about this, is that God already decided beforehand when the promise was going to come. He just needs you to believe. And what I love about what God did in this situation, because when Sarah laughed, he could have taken the promise away. When we doubt, God could take the promise away. He could take the blessing away. But he's faithful to us even when we're not faithful to him. He's faithful to us even when we laugh or we think that it's not going to happen, or we have doubt. And doubt literally is a sin against God, that if he promises you something and you doubt what he has said that he's going to do, that's literally a sin against God. He says, is there anything too hard for me? Without faith, it is impossible to please me. And so I just want to say to you all, if you have a promise, if you have been holding on to a word, keep holding on to that word. And know that God is going to come through for you, and there is an appointed time for that blessing to come to pass, for that promise to come. It was already set in motion before you were even born, before you even thought of, before you even came to this situation, before you were even in need of it. It was already set in motion. So I just want to say to you, no matter what the promise is, no matter how long you have been waiting, no matter what you think is going to happen, God said, my promises are sure and true, yes and amen. He says, I'm going to do them for you. So just keep holding on to the promises of God and watch him begin to come through for you. So I wanted to encourage you all on today, because I know a lot of people are waiting on different things that the Lord has promised them, and it's coming to pass. It has an appointed time. So I dare you to just start believing that your appointed time is on the way. It's on the way. God bless you guys.